So the spiral questioning as our grade level we've gotten together is to look at EOG release type questions that we can review with the students year round. So each morning before class we have two questions. One question is an EOG style type question based on previous quarter, and then one for the current standard that we're working on. And we get all our questions from the unpacking documents, from released EOG style questions from different companies online. We've also used the Ready books and old ThinkGate EOQ test that we had in the past. I start off by looking at my unpacking documents and my pacing guides to see which standard I'm working on. From there, I create about a 10 to 15 minute mini lesson that I do whole group. After the mini lessons, the students then are broken up into groups where we go into working on our stations. All the stations are about the mini lesson that I have done on Monday. For the stations for the week are based on a previous CFA. I look at the standard and how the students have done, and I base them on their ability for that CFA. So for the upcoming week, one of the stations is coming to me as the teacher, and that's where I work on small groups and individual students based on the previous CFA, looking at what problems they got wrong, and helping them understand. Another station that I have every single week is doing a math task, a multi-step problem that the group works together on. So I give them a large whiteboard, I give a multi-step math task that they have to show their work. It also incorporates a part where they either have to verbally explain how they did it or type in an explanation of how they came about and the strategies that they used. Another station I consistently have is more of an independent station, whereas like IXL, BuzzMath, or 10 Marks, they are still allowed to work with a partner if they have a question, but it's more of an independent to kind of see where they're at and how they're doing. Other stations I always have two of is some type of self-check type of station, like using a versatile QR codes, scavenger hunts, matching, some type of activity where as they're working as a group or with a partner, or even if they want to do it individually, there's some type of check system along the way so they know if they're getting it wrong right away. Other stations I always try to incorporate is some type of manipulative or some type of tutorial that they have to explain kind of what they're doing and show their work besides just showing it on paper. More of a verbal or showing with manipulatives their understanding of the standard. So if students have finished their stations, then I move them into enrichment activities, for example, a challenge of the week problem or a Mathalicious problem, something that it will extend to the standard that we're working on that week. If I was going to start this, I did not start with myself as a station right away. I kept myself available. So I did have 6 stations, but I was more of a floater. And then eventually I incorporated myself into a station on its own. So that way you can kind of go around and monitor it. Keeping track of who is doing what. So along the way, have a clipboard when a station finishes something, check to see that they've completed it so you kind of are aware of if they're getting the work done that you need to get done.